Hello and welcome. Our weekly painted reading. It's Wednesday, what is it? November 17th. I hope you're having a good week so far. Just getting wired. I will be first doing the giveaway for the paintings from last week, and then I'll create a couple new ones for this week, and you'll get to pick the colors and we'll develop the images together. And then when the paintings finish, I will go through and read them for some insights for the week ahead. Here's what we created last week. I think this was the first one. Hey, kitty cat doll, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. So this is like the heart of the sea. So there's a lot of water energy last week, a lot of emotions, but really kind of looking at the self, the gem that is within us. But, the pearl, I love that it's kind of like created through irritation, right? So what's the buildup around something that we've kind of little, it makes me think of the Princess and the Pea, the little pea that's been kind of poking at us, but then became somehow a little gem, a gift. And that was I felt like a central question, and let me know if this has been your experience too, but I feel like there's been this central question of what is your heart's true desire? And I feel like that's kind of what this one was saying. It looks like an anatomical heart, and full of emotion and lots of circles, and circles tend to represent the self. What do you truly want? What does your heart truly want for you? And then here is the second one that was created last week. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here. This was the second one, affectionately being called Grandma Bernie because of I don't see the mittens, but I do see the scarf. But yeah, this wise old sage and moon, I feel like they're the same soul here. They're both looking directly at us, the viewer, kind of looking into us. And again, with the circles and the self, but also we have the full moon coming up in a couple of days. Got some migration happening here, some movement, lots of water, but where this one you're like in the water, this one the water is flowing. So there's sort of this go with the flow, lots of love and companionship and connection down here to be discovered. So we'll see what comes up this week. But before we begin, hey Amy, Becky, Lydia, Mini Driver, hello, Alicia. Welcome to you all. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, let's find out who the winners are. Judith, welcome. And so I've got, this is the music that I'm listening to. It's a channel I really like. It's called Meditative Mind. They have some nice relaxing stuff. There's Lulu back there looking at me. She'll probably be asleep soon. Hi, Lulu. You good? You're good. She's in position. All right. So here are the Wheel of Names. And thank you so much to everyone who has joined me on Ko-fi. And your support means the world to me. And so as a thank you, I'm going to give away these original paintings. If you'd like to be included in next week's drawing, get your name on the wheel. It's only $1 a month and you're entered every week. So you get, you're in the weekly drawing and it's only a monthly subscription. So first up is this one right here with the seahorses and the little fish. I wanted to say too, last week there were a lot of like pairs, right? So there's like the woman and the wolf, and then there are the two bears, the two birds. We got two seahorse, two fish, but there's only one, only one circle there. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna click here to spin, and we'll see who the winner of this painting is. Ready? Da, 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 da. And the winner is Brenda. Congratulations, Brenda. So this will go to Brenda. All right. Now, make sure I remember this. Put it down. All right. Congratulations to Brenda. All right, so the next one up is this one here. And da, da, da. The winner of the next painting is Danita. Danita Davison. Congratulations. Yay. Okay. And thank you all so much for your support. It means the world to me. And so if you're wondering about, I can show you really quick what Ko-fi looks like. It's just a website. You don't need to download anything. It's ko-fi. You just go here. You'll recognize it because you got my cheesy grin. And you just go to the membership, and there are options for different membership tiers. So you can become a supporter, a creator, or a collector. Creator's not open yet. That'll open at the first of the year. So yeah, so thank you, and congratulations to the winners. All right. So shall we create a couple more? See what's happening for the week coming with this full moon. I think a lunar eclipse and stuff too. Yeah. Well, hi, Sentimental Salamander. How are you? Ellie, hello. Abina, is that how I say your name? Or Abnad. I don't know if I should include the G. It all runs together for me. I'm sorry. Abanaji? I don't know, that kind of... Okay, so if you would like to help choose the background colors, we're going to create 2 paintings. If you'd like to pick a number between 1 and 36, we'll use those for the background. All right, 2 and 13 and 33, 29. We got the reds going today. 15. Love it. 7 and 4. You come as a pair. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, I switched some of them around. The 2 is this nice deep red apple. All right, 11 and 19. Beautiful. Yeah, I got to switch them up. I take all the labels off. It's kind of like what I used to do as a kid with the Rubik's Cube. Okay, so these are the colors we're going to use for this one. If anybody adds one at the last minute before I put the plastic, I can put that in too. A lot of paper. It's 16, all right. There's a 16, it doesn't have a label, but... Oh, wait, that's not it. That's 16. What is that supposed to be then? Huh, I bet I'll figure it out. Yep, I know. Well, and there are certain numbers that people kind of gravitate towards. So let's see. That's interesting. Adriana, hello. How are you? I like these reds and oranges. Yeah, I really feel like there's a lot of something right here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you caught it. A mocha, that's what it's called, light mocha. Add some. And it wasn't yours. I think this one's yours. 15. Oh, yours had a little toot. 29. Okay. Oh, this little, check this little bug. This is a box elder bug if you've never seen one. It's been hanging out, and I moved it over to a plant, and it found its way all the way back to my stuff. What are you doing in here? There's usually bunches of them, but I only see this one. But you need to go back over on that plant, because where'd you go? Oh, crap. Oh, well. I don't know where it went. I know. He was over here before, and I was like, no, I have work to do. You have to go. But he came back. I don't know how he got over here. It's like a long distance from the plant I put him on. Oh, I suppose they fly. Anyway. But you know what? I know I always a bug co-host. Yeah, that's kind of funny. So it's interesting because those box elder bugs have that kind of red, I don't know, I think of it as like piping or what, it's like the red lines. I always think that looks really cool. And we've got kind of this red here. So definitely wanted to make itself known. So I will take that into consideration. Hide or go outside. Yeah, I do that with spiders. Like if that was a spider, I would not be showing it to the camera. I wouldn't be in the room right now. I love all creation, but spiders scare me. I don't know. They just do. This one's going off the page. Looks like. Okay. Fun. Last time this happened, last time this happened, I was thinking that we're probably going to see more of these, less paintings with the white edge. I think we're going into, I don't know how to say it, like relationship with non-physical where where there's not the separation. Yeah. Yeah, if I were on acid, there's no way, like, well, I don't know. Maybe I would just see the spider differently, but I used to have a neon centipede that was like a regular hallucination for me. Sounds odd, but that's the truth. Oh, meteorite. Yeah, I like this. So it's another layer. Thank you for tapping the screen and sending likes and sharing and all those things. I see you. Thank you so much. Woo. I love I was just having a conversation about olives. That's great. Hot dog, and you're hungry too, huh, Becky? Hot dogs, hamburgers, olives, and then praying mantis. Cool. Yellow butterfly. And that's the conversation I just had, Alicia. I was talking about how olives don't belong on pizza. I'm kidding. You can put whatever you want on pizza, but... All right, I see that yellow butterfly. I'm kind of feeling like a person here with something. Yeah. I'm glad it's showing up as vibrant. I was a little bit concerned about the lighting, but I love green. I love olives. Olives are always welcome. I'm kind of my favorite. I love mushrooms on pizza. But I was talking about my favorite pizza has jalapeno and pineapple, or giardiniera and pineapple. Bananas? With ham and cheese? What? Are you a time traveler from the late 50s or something? That's just, I don't know. I don't know about that. That reminds me of like those weird recipes. Riding a carrot. There's like a carrot. All right. Let me tune in here. What have we got? These kind of remind me of like owl legs. You know how like they've got those kind of odd long legs. Kind of reminds me of like a owl leg or something. And then maybe the wings are up here somewhere. But I do like how things kind of swish out. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Sorry. Oh God, I can't not do that. Definitely has a dancing feeling. I can feel that too. Yes. I can feel that yellow butterfly over here. I feel like things are kind of swirling and moving around. Did you sing it too, Becky? Right on. There's something about this right here that I just love. I watched that with my son when he was real little. I feel like there's like a worm or caterpillar right here. This body. And this almost looks like a head with legs. And like getting a little bit of cat right here, the eyes, the nose, and then like the little mouth kind of twisted. Red hot dog, orange bun. Huh. Kaleidoscope, yeah. Everything's kind of floaty and moving around. This has kind of like a dragon body with the tail. I think the blue is making me feel like it's sky. There's a lot of air. Which makes it hard to settle in on something because it's just shifting and moving. See that face right there? Like an owl. Little red bug, like a ladybug type thing. There's a little wolf there. I still see this as like a talon or something. It does, yeah. Like we're laying down and looking up at the sky. Yeah, that does feel like that. A couple looking at each other face to face with their dancing. Yeah. I can feel that kind of duality in here a little bit. Mm-hmm. So the strongest image for me right now is that yellow butterfly shape. And then I think there's another one here. But I don't feel... It doesn't... I feel like there's a watering can here too. I'm getting a lot of like garden... Okay. But I keep coming back to this and going like, what is this? What is this? I don't know why this part is the focal point. Does it feel... It is. It's like I want to kind of go, woo, which I never do, right? Okay. Oh, it is like a mermaid tail, isn't it? So let's... this has caught my eye right here. It looks like a little dragon face. So funny how sometimes I'll start to paint something else, and then at the last minute, it's like it just grabbed me and said, nope, here. Confetti time, thanks. Yeah, I love this little brush too. Look at this tiny thing. It's like, it's itty bitty. Are you working too? Good. I love that it's relaxing. That's what number is that background color? Is it 16? Did anybody pick 16? Shit. 33. Well, let's see. Yeah, hands are hard at a normal size, but this is... preposterous. There. It's tiny enough, it doesn't really need to be. That's right, Emma. Sometimes I'm glad I can contribute to restfulness. All right, let's leave that there for now. I like exactly 2 pillows. One under my head and then one like under my arm. How about the rest of y'all? 6 pillows. Wow, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'd be concerned about your friend. 1 pillow? That's, Let's see. Yeah, Winnebago can be a rough place. I'm familiar with it. I think we got little horns here. Oh, it is. Isn't the full moon in Taurus? Now that you say that, Taurus. That makes sense to me now. Are you a Taurus? Cool. Oh, the last unicorn. That's cool. Huh. Freaking bug, man. What are you doing? Look at this. Gotta be the center of attention, huh? I yeah. If I didn't think it would hurt him, I would, because I've had little. I've seen little footprints sometimes. Sometimes they'll get stuck in my paint palettes. It's just really late for them to be around. It's weird. Oh yeah, it totally wants to. Look at this. Okay. It's like, paintbrush. I think I want to paint. What are you doing? Why are you just stopped there? Look, it's checking it out. What you doing, Henry? I like that name, Henry. Help yourself, Henry. Or Edison. Edison's a good one, too. So weird. He turned and went the other way. Henry's trying to start. Yeah. Was he missing a leg? Oh, poor little thing. I didn't catch that. Oh, I love y'all. You're so great. Okay, so, and like, see, that's why I end up switching the numbers, because they fall off. Oh, is it almost 2 a.m.? Well, I'm glad that you could pop in for a minute. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to build a little prosthetic leg for a bug, no matter how much I love Henry. Oh, hold on. What's this? Oh. Okay. I knew I was feeling this energy. Let's see if I can. Oh, he's going home. Nice. You do intuitive art also? Oh, that's cool. Nice. Great to meet you. They're a kindred creator. I wonder what it's carrying. Yeah, this is like acrylic craft paints, like apple barrel. What if Lulu eats Henry? Oh, well, I don't think she will. She's not really that ambitious. Friend, not food. Yeah. Did I start the little paint? No, this is my work. This is what I do for a living. And I've been doing this for a while. I usually channel for other people. So this weekly one is a collective channeling. So this is the energy of the collective. But yeah, it has taken over my life. For sure. My calendar pages, I started the daily painting so that I could do something for myself, get back to my own practice, gotta take care of yourself first kind of thing. But that slowly evolved into continuing to do that for other people too. Ooh, bees are not good for dogs, right? Ouch. Yeah, I think yeah. I want to add orange to that little book. I had a bee fly into my motorcycle helmet once. That sucked. I was terrified. Bringing the pizza. Did you eat the crickets on purpose? Ooh, fried grasshopper. Did you like it? I mean, anything fried, usually. I mean, well, yeah. I could imagine. Well, I could do like cricket flour, maybe. That might not be too bad. There's another little book over here. Oh, it's not. What is it? It's not a book. It's like a door. Oh, pokey legs. Blah. Blah. Alligator hot dogs. Okay. Fried butter on a stick. Yes, I'm familiar with that strangeness. Doritos. Yeah, it's really funny because we just had a intuitive painting that came through, and it was a Dorito. Chocolate covered bananas are awesome. Yes. Did someone say Stairway to Heaven earlier? I feel like somebody was saying Stairway to Heaven earlier. Unless I just like heard that in my head or something. Fried ice cream is the best. That little paint fart is brought to you by the number 15. I know, my paints are getting low, so they're tooty. They're Rudy Tooty lately. Oh, I'm sorry you have to go. Get some rest. I hope that you have a good night and hope to reconnect again soon. Yeah, this one's got a lot going on. There's just lots of little tiny things, so yeah. Yeah, I can see the connection there. There's something about that. They're like, I don't know. I can see the mermaid fin. I knew someone who used to eat squirrels regularly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're kind of like duck. They're real fatty. Yeah, that orange heart. I know there's so much. All of a sudden I'll see something and I'll go, oh, that's what that is. Whoops. Okay, well. What will be, will be. We'll just turn it into one of these. How's that? I'm struggling with this black paint today for some reason. Oh, thanks, Genesis. Okay, we'll just let it be. Hey, Shelly Bean, I am using a piece of this Strathmore watercolor paper, 140-pound cold press. I think that thing that we're seeing as mermaid tail is a dolphin. Oh, you were seeing it. Is this the goldfish too? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All of a sudden just turned. I was like, oh, now I know what it is. Alright, so I think right here, got a fin. And we'll just keep going this way. Uh-oh. Sorry, I got distracted by the music. I thought it was going to go into an ad. I was like, no. Oh. It's like it was there all along. It is like it definitely feels like I'm sculpting, you're right. Revealing the masterpiece within. Those words came to me a long, long time ago, and I understand them more and more each time I do this. Dolphin in the sky. It's a pretty high jump. It's like a fire dolphin. I like that idea of the inside of a rainbow. Yeah. Fluffy. Looks like a cloud butt. Well, bell, I don't know. Blue leg with a green boot and a green wing. I missed a spot. Thank you. I would have never noticed. How you doing? I feel like this needs to be orange. I don't know why. Did we call you with the fire? The dolphin on fire? Okay, so you're saying I gotta read that again. A green blue leg with a green boot. Blue. Is this the blue leg with a green boot? I don't know. I see another. Oh man, I see something weird. We're just gonna get weird. I don't. Okay. I see another owl, but then, like, yeah, then it's got like this leg that comes out. It's okay. It's like those weird dreams where you're like, what the hell is that? But you know what it is, but you don't. It's like a owl person doing the boot scoot and boogie. That's what that is. In case you're wondering. Morale. That's Henry, the bug reincarnated. It's how he wanted to be remembered. So it's interesting because we were talking about dreams and stuff, and earlier I had thought this is like a nightgown. But I just didn't know if I could do it correctly. I don't know. Oh, I don't know that. I was just assuming that Henry wouldn't be around for very long. I did not. Excuse me. Oh my. Oh, Henry just flew at me. Just, yeah. All right. I see you. You're still here. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. This yellow part right here. This. It's like oh, I guess he did want to say thank you. He heard his name, I think. All right, so this is looking like paper airplane. I don't know if you all can see it too, but oh, it's a frog. Nice. Okay, so right here. Anybody remember that perfume, Red Door. Ugh. I used to sell perfume. I used to do the perfume thing, door to door or business to business. And so my knowledge of perfumes are from the 90s. But I hated Red Door. Ugh. Actually, I'm not a big fan. I prefer essential oils, which pretty much are perfumes too, but... Oh, poison, that's right. White linen. Purple one, yep. Oh, white diamonds. Oof. So I got arrested for selling perfume in a dorm at where was it? I think it was in Madison. I think it was at UW Madison or somewhere. I don't remember. Yeah, it was Madison. And there were a couple of ladies that were in holding with me, and they're like, you know, sharing why we're all there. And when it came my turn, I was like, oh God. And they all laughed, and then they were like, hey, you got that white diamonds? No, I do not. And I don't think you're getting out of here anytime soon to buy it from me, so. So, knock, knock. Who's at the door? Thanks, Glenda. Do I have a rap sheet? I do not. I got all my stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I got arrested. I think because they told me to leave and I didn't. I was making a lot of money. I mean, it was considered soliciting, I guess. I don't know. You just heard your husband's guitar strum in his office? The cat's playing it? Oh. What's gonna show up? Hey, Steph. It does kind of look like the dolphin sticking its tail in the lock, right? Alright, let's see. This little piece right here. Huh. I really didn't. I expected that to be a little different. Okay. That was weird. I was going to paint on that, but then I'm like, oh, okay. Done. Uh-oh. I love Chanel, but every time I've put it on, it smells awful on me. I just have a weird chemistry with that one, but I love it on other people. Looks like confetti. It's fun, isn't it? I'm having a good time with it. Hey, Lulu. Whew. Okay, I think it's done, but you know how that goes. Let's see. The camera setup, it's on a arm thing. I'll show you. 1 second. So it's sitting on this thing. Let me zoom out. Yeah. And then this is a mic stand. It's like a boom arm thing. It's attached to my desk right here. And then this is a little thing that the phone sits in. And so I can like move it around like that. It's handy dandy. All right. It is kind of like Lisa Frank, yeah. Oh, you got your cards, yay! Okay. Damn it. If you don't know me yet, I always think I'm done, and then, yeah. If I say I'm done, there's usually like 5 more minutes, just so you know. Oops. Okay. So here we go. There's a lot going on in this one. Holy moly. So I'm going to go through the analysis. If you're new to me, this is what I do with my work. So it's not just about creating the art. The purpose of creating the art is to get some insights from it. So my background is in art therapy, and my work stems from a process of visual journaling that I practice for myself, and then also have developed into a process that I use with others to help them kind of discern information along their spiritual path. I'm gonna drink this tea that I made right before I sat down 2 hours ago. Yummy. And then forgot about, how do I do that? All right. So I'm going to go through and do an analysis. And so, again, if you're new to my work, I want to just kind of a couple of things. One, you're the ultimate authority on what anything means to you. So no matter what anybody tells you, if it resonates, it feels right, then it is. And if it doesn't, then it's not for you. So take whatever I share. Yeah, it's now iced tea. Take whatever I share if it fits your path and it feels right to receive that knowledge, please do. But if it doesn't, then yeah, don't try to fit it. So there's going to be a little bit, especially with this one, it looks like there's a little bit for everyone. So this is a collective reading. So I tuned into the collective energy around me, translated that into images, and now I'm going to translate these images into words. And the way that I do that is I like to divide it kind of in quadrants. I like to look at the left versus the right, get some insight about those, the top and the bottom. I kind of read them in certain ways. One of the things that I usually look at, and I'll show you, for example, last week's, and I will look at these two and we'll see kind of how it's evolved, but typically there's a white edge. Once in a while, not never, but once in a while, there will not be a white edge. Now, I usually interpret the white on the outside as the non-physical realm, and wherever the paint is as the material realm. So this one right off the bat is telling me that, like, you could call it the veil or whatever. There's just a real connection. We're very, very connected to the non-physical realm right now, or will be. This is kind of looking into the week ahead, but it's the energy now and then going into the rest of the week and into next Wednesday. So we've got that full moon energy, and I don't know all of that stuff, but I just know that stuff's kind of happening, right? You can go to someone else for that information. I don't know enough about it. But I do know that it's in Taurus, and I think that's really interesting that we have this kind of, one of the first images that showed up was this kind of bull-looking, dragon-y image. Kind of got a little grin to it. And then this little human is reaching out. They're the same color scheme. They're kind of these peaches and tans and light pink, and they're soft, and there's like little heart shapes in the scales on this one. So there's a lot of like love. I think that the green of the horns, I just heard the phrase "lead with love" in my head, kind of like it just feels like there's a lot of like heart energy right here, this connection. The next image to show up was this, I know you called it a fly, Alicia. It's actually an owl. But it's so small. So there's like this owl energy over here. This is this weird. I feel like I've seen this before. Has anybody else seen this before? Is this a character that I'm not placing? There's some kind of knowledge. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, who needs to write their book, right? So there's something coming that's coming out of this energy, but I feel like there's a lot of clutter first. It's kind of like, oh, we opened up this closet door and we got a whole lot of things. Feels like a lot of stuff from the inner child. It looks like a little kid emptied their pockets. You know what I mean? And I love it. I love there's like all these doors that can be opened. There's so much potential. I also feel like there's an element of celebration, but it's not. I'm not getting the right words for it. I'll come back to it. But I do want to say left and right. Let's look at these. So this side represents the internal experience. So this is what's going on with thoughts and emotions, that kind of thing. Here's that kind of collection of stuff that's kind of mismatched. That's in the subconscious quadrant of the inner experience. The goose, which is, we've had that come up a couple times here. That's kind of that movement. So there's some more of that kind of migration happening. We've got this is nature made. This is human made. There's some kind of connection between that and our happiness, that solar plexus energy. There's a little heart in there. So creativity plays a role. Rooster, like our nesting, our root and nesting, that's more on the forefront of our awareness. This is what we're aware of, and this is more like subconscious stuff. That stairway to heaven, that path, those steps that we can take, sometimes may feel blocked by some of our instincts that are related to like that, tradition or cycles or expectations kind of thing here. But there's another door, like behind, if we focus on what we're happy about. And that's what I was talking about these before, was like, what's in your heart? What's that little pearl of wisdom that's related to your true heart's desire? And that's that door right here, opening that up. So what's in our awareness, we're aware of kind of the reaching out for this it feels almost like their higher self in a way, but that very fun, mystical or fantastical higher version of the higher self. The moon feels like a connection to, again, our cycles and our traditions, or our, the way that things flow and move are part of it. But this one is a much more creative and personal connection to that. We see this central figure here. I love that it's like they're wearing a nightgown. So it's, and the whole thing feels like this crazy dream. So pay attention to your dreams this coming week. It does have kind of this carnival, circusy feeling, doesn't it? Yeah. And it also feels, so manifesting is always part of it. This feels also like reaching past the moon. So like, I could touch the moon, but I'm really I want this connection to this greater part of myself. That's what that feels like. Reaching for the moon, but even more farther than that or something. It's more than a physical manifestation. It's a connection with the higher self, and the manifestation is the evidence of that connection to the higher self. That's what's coming through with that. And then, so this side here, sorry, that came through and then just kind of like knocked me out. Like, ooh. Yeah, so whatever I just said, that was really important. I'm not sure what the words were exactly, but it was important. So hopefully, if you're watching the recording, you can rewind it and listen again. So this side is the external experience. So this is all happening internally. This is what's happening externally. Whatever this for some reason feels like some sort of like Joker character, like a jester or like a fool, kind of doing some weird kind of like motivating this somehow. But that's external. So there's like this external kind of goofy thing. It feels that's related to fear. Yeah, I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but however you feel when you look at this, it's a little goofy and weird, but it also is a little bit like, I don't know, crazy making. That's what that feels like. It's like crazy making, but this one's very focused. So be aware of the proximity. There's like two owls, right? One's this kind of distraction crazy maker, and then the other one is like down to business. And right there, very close to your central experience. It feels like they're in the fire, but there's so much movement. It's really interesting because like there's a couple little doors internally, but there's this giant door. It's like the whole thing is a door externally. So the opportunities, the possibilities are there. Communication, again, I feel like the dolphin is related to communication through creativity. That's like I feel again like this burning desire, this passion, open that door to passion. It's kind of, I just, in my mind's eye, when you open the door, it's like, ah, like those magic boxes where all the butterflies fly out, like all the confetti comes flying, like, yay, you're here, surprise. Like when you finally open the door to what you truly, truly desire, it becomes this wonderful, like this wonderful. So this is the external experience. This is the internal experience. And what's really neat, the dolphin and the moon kind of echo each other in their shape, in that crescent shape. So it's like internally we understand it as this kind of quiet moon, and then externally we understand it as like in the water, jumping, like active. So that's that communication and cycling. Ring the bell. There's a quote that has something to do with ring the bell, and I don't know what it is, but this is down. So if we draw a line right here, this is what we're aware of. This is what's active in our vibration. This is what's coming into our awareness. So all those doors are things that we don't have a whole lot of clarity about yet, but we'll have all the clarity. This is what's coming. And that bell, so pay attention to anything that's related to bells, but not whistles. I don't know why. Focus on the bells, but not the whistles. I don't know what that means, but I have a rule. If it pops into my head, it comes in my mouth. So, so yeah. So that's this one. And then I'm going to do a second one. But before I do that, I want to take a look at last week's next to it. All right. So this was the first one. This was the water, underwater, seahorses, things like that. So we have some of the same shapes and movement. And we've got that red, but just a little bit. And so this one is much more red. And I'm seeing here, this looked like a gift to me. And now it feels like that box has been opened and the confetti. And now there's all these little kind of trinkety fun things. What's interesting with this one too, if you look at the wolf, has kind of got this green here, which is echoed in the horns of that. And so we were saying the moon was starting to kind of, the moon has an impact long before it culminates in a full moon, and we were already feeling it here with our instincts, and now it's wanting to make that connection. And so I still feel like here's this connection between these two. There's a connection between these two here. And it almost is like if we turned our gaze and looked into the sky here, this is what was, as the sun set, it was like this display of all kinds of, yeah. And what's interesting too, the circles tend to represent the self. So it's very self-focused here, but it's like lots of little aspects of self. Instead of like the one central who am I, it's like all these different little glittery pieces that make up the whole. Yeah. But so you see these circles that's coming up here, and that ring that bell, that's going to be, you can ring my bell. I think that's what it is like what rings your bell. What rings your bell? All right. So that's that one. So let's do another one. And again, if you're feeling real connection to that one, there will be prints available, but you can also win it. And let me sort you can also win that one if you're a member of the Ko-fi community. I'm not sure what you're asking. So you're saying like discovering your higher self? Whoops. Is there I have to look it up now, because I know there's a quote that and I think it's Leonard Cohen, but I could see him in my head. Yeah, that's what you were saying, right? Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. Yeah, there's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. Yes. Who just shared that? Michelle. Yes. Ring all the bells that still can ring. There's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. It is very colorful, isn't it? And it's got that kind of confetti fun feeling too, right? Yeah. No, you don't have to apologize, Glenda. Yeah. Yes. My brain, it takes me a minute. Oh, I gotta put my feet up. Hold on a second. All right. Yay, rainbow. It's full spectrum, like all the colors. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Looks like a little question mark. Yeah, they'll be available. I don't know if I try to get them on the next day, but we'll see. Uh-oh. So that Leonard Cohen, forget your perfect offering, I think is the big takeaway. Like, that's, I think, why this, I didn't even mention the moth really, but there does feel like there's kind of a letting go, people freak out when I say death, but like a releasing and maybe even grieving things that you need to grieve, Make space. 25, 26, 28, 29. I'm losing my, give me a second here. 2. Aw, that's sweet. Thank you. Oh, is this your first time here, Glenda? Yeah, I did. I thought maybe. I don't recognize you. Welcome. Welcome to the little family. Alright. I'm going to switch some of these numbers around. Let's see. I have to do it without looking at it, though, which makes it tricky. Okay, I think I got it. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I got to switch number 2, but I just didn't want to pick which one was number 2, So I had to Okay. So here's another look at this one real quick. There we go. I'll put that one up here. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. If you choose, you can close your eyes and just think about share the intention of what do we need to know for the week ahead, and then whatever number comes to you between 1 and 36, pick that one. Yeah, these are 4 by 6. These are 4 by 6. An ATC is more like a credit card. Here, this is, so this is a ATC, and then this is the, yeah. All right. Three, 36, 11, 32, 29, 17, 30, 4, 7, I do. Okay, let's see. 7, 4, 30, 17, 29, 32, 36, 11, 33. Am I missing anybody? Did you want number 2, Ellie? And then 19, 19 for Glenda. Awesome. Okay. And, oh, sorry, I missed it. 25. And 2. Awesome. Yay. That's a lot. I can't pick them all up at once. Here we go, and away we go. So just before I start this one, I don't have one in front of me, but the full size 9x12 is the size if you order a custom painting. So this is 4x6, and then the painting that I do over Zoom. So you and I meet on Zoom, and you set an intention for what you want to know, and then you get to pick your colors by looking at them. But that, and then we do a large painting over the course of an hour, and anything that comes through. Okay, let's see. Ooh. So when I'm doing, usually when I'm doing like a private reading, I'm also noticing how the paint's coming out. Like, check out the 8 infinity thing. Or like if they're gathered together, I'm noticing all those things too. We had that before, with the other one was all up that one side. All right. Lubby Lou, hello. How are you? So there's a lot of excess with this one. So be aware of what you're picking up. it actually, like, I, I don't know how to put this into words. I'm kind of being shown like a, like, like an expectorant, like breaking up the energies and like all the spiritual mucus, letting it be released. It's disgusting, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm. Oh, that's cool. Wow. I am seeing a very strong image of a mask. Wow. This is the second painting, yeah. It does. I think that may be a snake, actually. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I'll show you I'll show it to you when we're done. Okay. Wow. So this one's pretty clear for me, at least to start with. So I'm just gonna jump in. Shifting a little bit. Yeah, this one's really intense, so I'm gonna let it. And I definitely am getting the message that it is gonna be different than it initially appeared. Like, I don't know how to put it into words, but something like it'll be misunderstood, and that's okay. I keep wanting to come back here and it Yeah, it makes me feel a little dizzy too. Interesting. Let's see. It's really hard for me to talk while I'm doing this one, which is weird because, I mean, if you know me, I can always talk. Whew. Yeah, looks like we're doing some work on this one for sure. It's interesting because it's like I keep getting this message like it looks fearful to me, but it's not. It's like an illusion or something. I don't know. It does have kind of a Picasso feel, doesn't it? Yeah. What were Wednesdays like before this? Aw. Hello. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Oops. I really like the flat, just like these flat shapes. I want to kind of, I'm going to try to stick with those, but this is a collective reading painting, yeah. Yeah, I see faces on the other side, so yeah, definitely. Definitely. This kind of looks like a face here and then like a standing alien or something on that side. Yeah. It's like the other one was dreams. This one feels more connected to nightmares. Or like shadow. Thanks. Yeah, the snake is coming out of the mouth and around the face. Yes. That's, yeah, I know. So the good question is the brown his eyebrow or the black? And it does, it changes the expression. And yeah. Yeah. How long have I been painting? Today for about 3 hours. um, but I don't know if that's what you meant. I've been painting professionally for about 20 years. Interesting. Yeah. This one, for whatever reason, is I'm only able to see the head and the snake. It's very weird. It's very, very clear, and although I mean well, right here I see kind of like a lion or something, but yeah, it's super clear, like very, very strong message coming through for this one. Blackbird. Oh yeah, probably. Oh yeah, like an angry llama. Uh-huh. Blackbird or bat. Everything's just kind of entangled here. Yeah, this is well, what I keep being saying is just keep going with it, because it's not what you think. I'm not sure what that means yet. There's your bat. Oh, you can't ruin something that you don't have any expectations about. I don't know what it's supposed to be, so how can I know if I ruin it? Right? brought the vat, Shannon. Thank you. Little vat. I've seen that video with the bats. Looks like they're dancing. It's hilarious. I love that red. You're getting the message to be careful what you say, can't be taken back. Huh, that's an interesting interpretation. This is hang drum music. I'm listening to, it's tabla drums and hang drum together by Alex Dav, D-A-V. So I grew up going to a Catholic grade school, and in the hallway of my elementary school was a statue that was meant to be Mary the Virgin stepping on a snake. And I remember it was like life size. And I was just fascinated by the toes and like just how realistic the foot was and everything, and like the snake under her foot. And I looked at that freaking thing every day from like kindergarten to 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. And I never really knew what it meant or what it was supposed to represent, you know. Not until I was in my 30s and went back to college and learned about other cultures that use the snake as a positive transformational symbol, and realized that that statue was essentially propaganda to show that they had wiped out those cultures, those beliefs. And it's kind of sad because the snake is a beautiful symbol of transformation and power. And I think that's the case here. I really think that it's showing up as an expression of our expression that sometimes we fear. Sometimes we fear our own power, especially of our words. And sometimes we fear things that we don't even understand why we fear them. It could be some statue we looked at for our entire development. And sometimes, I think another aspect of this painting that's very interesting to me is that, like, what if that's not a face at all? What if it's just trees that look kind of like a face? Oh my gosh, your son has a pet snake named Fish. That is awesome. That is the best name for a pet snake I've ever heard. I love that. So, yeah, I think I'm just kind of checking in with it to see what else, if anything. And I'll do an analysis, but I think that the message I was hearing about, like, don't misunderstand this. It's not about what you think it's about. And because the same thing with the bat. I think what it's sharing is that it's time to reassess some of those assumptions. And some of those old beliefs. Yeah, it's a trickster kind of energy, isn't it? Like, are you seeing what you really... Are you sure what you're seeing? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. That was cool. Thank you. Simple but powerful. All right, I'm going to go through the analysis. I just wanted to just kind of sit with it. So the overall is like about vision. I mean, are you seeing what you're really seeing? So this is really interesting to me. So what I usually do, right, is look at the left and right. The internal, there are no eyes on the internal. There's a bat. So use your vibration to navigate, not what you see. Don't judge your path. Don't take your steps based on what you're perceiving through, those senses. Trust your vibrational senses. Trust your feelings, right? Especially if you're navigating through the dark times. And we've got that lunar eclipse, right? And it's a long one, apparently. So the dark will be overshadowing the light for that time. And so if you're navigating in the dark, trust those things. Your eyes are useless, so you're not going to see things clearly. So use your bat senses to navigate that shadow, right? Don't be quick to judge things by the way they look, especially the nose here and this face, this head is looking into the internal, but the nose that's also related to sensory senses. That's orange, connected to our creativity. Trust your creative abilities to guide you, just like, taking flight with that bat. Letting that come out of the mouth, letting that snake, snakes show up. Think about where we see snakes as a symbol too. Kundalini energy. We see it on the staff for health and wellness. Like it's a power symbol. That green, it's kind of like let it out, let that energy come out, come up and out. And then the eyebrows are really interesting too, right? Because you can shift your perspective. We got this kind of deep, if we cover this one up, it's kind of an intense, kind of angry, whatever. If we covered this one up, it's maybe worried. So there's like this teetering between fear and aggression, which is a normal experience, which, you don't want to back a snake into a corner. You're going to either get coiled up or lashing out. So the best thing is to give it lots of space to move. To do that with your energy too. On this side, which is the external, this is where the ear is. This is where you want to listen for things. There are many eyes. Which one's the real one? You don't know. So you got to trust your internal instincts. We've got the kind of the indigo blue over here. We got the light blue. So this feels more connected to the throat. This feels more connected to the third eye. Trusting your connection to nature to guide you too, because that's where all these are growing. They're connected to nature and all the tree branches and things like that. But running through it all, but mostly on the internal, is that deep red, that deep, deep red. And so I feel like, so let me look at the top and bottom, then I'll talk about the red. So on the top part, this is what we're already aware of. We're already aware that there's, dark night kind of stuff happening, potential for it anyway, navigating things and kind of the tangled, messy, difficult, kind of pokey branches and stuff like that. But letting our vibration be our guide. We know that. That, trust vibration over anything else to discern your way. And then what's below that, though, this is what we're not quite aware of, is like the whole thing that's happening here. This release and expression of that. And whether or not this whole face is even real. It could just be a tree that looks like a face, and just giving space to our heart that wants to express itself. What if the snake actually represents your heart and the love that wants to come and make its way out through your throat and expression, doesn't have to, and that's what I think what we fear. What if what I truly want, what if what I truly desire is in some way bad, and I think that's what that fear is connected to. So how can you see it? You access your higher perspective and you feel it. You don't look at it through the lenses of the external world. You look at it through the vibration of your internal. Okay, so back to the red, looking at this one, right? So here's that door that we opened. Hey, Teal. This is the door, the red door. I feel like going through this door is what opened all, like, what the hell did I just step into? But, asking those big questions, because we got that question mark right here. Opening that door, going in. This orange, this fire, kind of stepping into the fire, whatever. But remember, we called to the higher self to kind of remover of obstacles. But look how interesting this green, these horns, they're not that different from the shape of the snake. There's quite some similarity there. Death of the old, transformation, but also, flying. And then you got this, you still have these colors. And I feel like this red is connected not just to the door, but also this red book that they were bringing, like here. Yeah, so this one's coming back in. The first one, so early in the week, starting now, it feels like there's very little separation between the non-physical and the physical. Like, it just feels like it's moving and flowing back and forth. Very little, here there's a pretty clear boundary. There's one little touching point still, but it's almost like here we've got the non-physical realm, which I feel like is strongly represented here with this Taurus kind of dragon-y higher self. This feels like the higher self, and so this one here, what did I just say? They're kind of active and guiding and connecting. But then when we feel our disconnection come back, because we're in the physical material realm, like we're not always 100% connected. And so possibly in feeling our disconnection, we go into a fear mode. And that's when it's really important to connect with our higher self again, but vibrational. You're just going to have to, like right now, we may be able to actually see things that give us evidence that in the material world that we can feel the presence of our higher self, our creator, God, angels, however you define that for yourself. But when that changes and it our energy kind of sucks in a little bit and we feel a separation again, that we're going to need to rely on our senses, not our visual, not the external visual. Because otherwise we'll go into fear, we'll misunderstand things, and yeah. You saw the same girl reversed before? Oh, really? Ah. Yeah, so this is kind of like a dream. This one was kind of like a dream world kind of thing, like all this, a lot of inner child stuff, and then going into the door is like, oh crap. So it's kind of like when a dream shifts and turns into a nightmare, but that's all perception, isn't it? So it can still be a dream, depending on how you feel about snakes and bats. That is a owl with like denim pants and a boot. I don't know what it is. Yes, this one's a little silly. I love that you saw this in this one. Over here somewhere, huh? Before I did the face. Oh, it is kind of like Elsa, isn't it? That's great. Yeah. And it's interesting, too, because like these oranges kind of are reflected in here. And it's just the only thing, the discomfort comes from the separation from source energy. That's the message here, is it's nothing else. It's nothing more than feeling the separation. And of your own power. Like, yeah. There is a reaching hand in the second one. Yeah, I heard you mentioning that a couple times. Yeah, that when you're like, oh, am I still dreaming? Is this still a dream? Mm-hmm. I love it too. Thanks, Glenda. Yeah, let me pull a couple cards with them. But before they do that, let's look at these quick with them. So this was the first one and the second one. So this would have been a week ago, starting here. And then to this one. And then to this one. These are very similar to me. Lots of waterfalls. So we did a lot of emotional expressing, probably. And then this kind of dreamy, what's your heart's desire? And I really feel like this is, when you identify what your heart's desire and you're like, okay, yes, I open the door. Sometimes there's that like, oh my God, it's not okay for me to want what I want. And I feel like this is an expression of that. But the work is then to shift your perspective. If you can sit with this image and find the beauty in it, and shift your perception to see the strength and beauty in that, then that's the work, really, is to feel it rather than relying on programming, basically. All right. Because these were identifying your heart's desire, and sometimes that's scary. Because we're taught that it's not okay. You may open the door but struggle to cross the threshold. Yes. Yes. I totally agree with that. How long have I been doing readings in your art? Let's see. Well, I've been doing it for myself since like 2007, that I started learning to dialogue with art for myself, because that's when I went back to school for art therapy in 2006. I got my degree, and then I worked in behavioral health for a while, but then I started making oracle cards, and that's when I make the art, and then I translate the words into, or I translate the image into words. So technically, I'm probably about 2012, I think, is when I first started doing intuitive or soul portraits and oracle cards and using art in a way for others, not just myself. All right, let's see. Oh, it's a lot of cards. I have like 3 decks here. Okay, so one for that one for that one, and then one for the whole. All right. Look at that, looks just like it. It's so funny. Okay, so I'm going to show you the image, and then I'm going to read the card, and then I'll show you the card. But I have to show you the little confetti owl. Because look at that. That's crazy. What? Okay, night owl. And that fits because it's like dream time, right? Night owl. The magic of your mind is connected to the stars and to wisdom as ancient as the moon. Little moon. Allow yourself a quiet moment at night for clarity and illumination. So this is what I was saying. It's not even about manifesting. It's just about spending time with your higher self. Spending time in communication and playfulness and learning. This could very well represent your Akashic records too, if that's part of your belief system. So here's what the card looks like. So I love that there's all the little dots too. Isn't that funny? And then the owls up here. Isn't the cutest? So yeah, so that's spend some time. Allow yourself some time with your higher self. That's really, really important as we go into this kind of shadow time, right? All right, so this one, I just want to say, like, look at how similar the colors and the movement is, and it's in a tree, just like that one. Okay, so I'm going to read it while we look at this. Relax to rejoice. Happiness is not a bird attempting to elude you. It's an oft-overlooked branch on the tree of life that we might find ourselves resting in a nest upon when we stop chasing it as prey. It's interesting. There's the little bird. And there's like I don't remember. This one was from a private reading. So look at the same branches and stuff. And so, again, we're talking about this programming that happiness, like you have to chase after your happiness. You have to go find it. It's trying to got to find that bluebird of happiness. But that's not real. That's not a true thing. It's not a bird trying to get away from you. Happiness is usually like a branch that you're already sitting on the tree of life that you overlook because you're chasing your happiness around. That's not even the thing, right? So a lot of what's going on here is just this illusionary, like, oh, I'm supposed to be afraid of this, or I'm supposed to go after this, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. No, we just need to kind of close our eyes, close all these freaking eyes, and navigate with our vibration and trust that, see the beauty of our transformation, the beauty of our heart as it comes out to express itself. Relax to rejoice. And then the overall, which I love because weren't we talking to the mermaid, right? The dolphin we're like mermaid tail, but then turned into a dolphin. And plus we have these, and I Venus. There's something going on with Venus. And I feel like that's related. I don't know how, but anyway. So this one says self-reflection. When you reach out from the depths of your soul or peer into the mirror of wonder and curiosity, what returns is not merely an echo of self, but a calling. The divine is always returning our gaze, yet we often dismiss it as our own reflection. So see, the divine is always returning our gaze. See, it's looking right at us. But we sometimes think it's something else, right? We misinterpret sometimes. So when you reach out from the depths of your soul and peer into the mirror of wonder and curiosity, that's really important too. Wonder and curiosity, that's what's gonna prompt a lot of this growth. That's that orange on the nose, that's that creativity. That's your ability to shift, use your imagination and your curiosity and your wonder, and that's what's going to help you navigate things. You feel it. Yeah. Yay. Well, this was awesome. Well, I'm excited. I know that looked really kind of scary, and that was really intense, but I think we're going to have a pretty freaking amazing week ahead, and I'm excited for the potential for connection with the non-physical realm. I mean, it's just like, whoosh, that's a celebration and a half, right? So allow yourself some time to connect, whatever feels good to connect for you. I like to connect through art. If you like to connect through art, that's awesome. And I think that's a great way to do that. Connect in a way that doesn't feel like you have to make something, but that you're just playing. That playfulness is a great way to connect with your divine self. And relax, just relax and recognize, look at this red. You're supported. You ground yourself in whatever way works for you, right? Like everybody grounds a little differently. And what I mean by grounding is just feel centered and connected and in the here and now. Find ways to do that, and trust that the divine is with you and that you can foster that relationship. Yeah. Oh, Glenda, you're an artist too. Cool. Yes, use your art. Use your creativity. So I wish I could sit here all night and chat, but I need to get out of this chair. So if anybody is feeling connected to these images and you want to have a chance to win them, I'll be giving them away next week. And you can join my Ko-fi. All the links are in my bio. So you can go to my website. You can find prints there. You can book a reading with me. You can support me on Ko-fi. You can enter the giveaway, whatever. If there's anything you can't find, feel free to tag me in a comment somewhere or send me a message or an email. I did give the other two away, yes. I have to look back to see who the winners were because I cannot remember. But yes, the other two are given away, and I'll be updating Ko-fi right now with that. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. And I will be I'll be live on TikTok throughout the week because I have to finish my calendars so that I can make prints so that those are available for holiday gift giving and stuff. So I hopefully will connect with you again soon. All right? Yay, have a good night or day or whatever it is. Take care. Bye.